Walang laman?
Akala nila.
Pero ano siya eh, bayan ang nakalagay.
Anong pangalan? Ha?
Bayan.
Wala na, you have to ano.
Barubo.
Barubo.
Mr. Chair,
Wait, sandali.
Mr. Chair, it seems that the COC from the province of Surigao del Sur is not in the ballot boxes, not in the ballot boxes, not in the ballot boxes.
What?
It seems that the COC from the province of Surigao del Sur is not in the ballot boxes, not in the ballot boxes 024A and 024B. Mr. Chair?
What you're saying is we have the electronically transferred COCs, but the manually transported COCs to the Senate, when opened, when the boxes were opened, do not contain the COCs for the president and the vice presidential candidates. Therefore,
Yes, Mr. Chair.
for the province of Surigao del Sur, so the proper procedure is to defer the canvassing of that province, and now we will direct the COMELEC to answer within the hour the reasons why the COC for the province of Surigao del Sur are not contained within these ballot boxes. The election officer, it is Provincial Election Supervisor, Attorney April Joy Balano. We now direct the COMELEC to immediately locate the PES and give us an explanation, a valid explanation why these ballot boxes do not contain the COCs for President and Vice President. Do not contain the COCs for President and Vice President. Do not contain the COCs for President and Vice President. In the meantime, to hasten the proceedings, we defer the canvassing of Surigao del Sur. So move.
On the part of the House, we concur with the initiative of our fellow chair vis-a-vis the determination of the seemingly misplaced or unavailable manually transmitted certificate of canvass from Surigao del Sur province, and for the PES or the COMELEC to report within the hour, if not sooner, and to explain the reason of its absence or unavailability.
Thank you very much.
And so as not to delay the further proceedings, we shall now proceed to the next certificate of canvass.
My dear colleagues, and with the permission of my colleagues and the Joint Canvassing Board Committee, we have with us the ballot boxes containing ERs of the different provinces. With the permission of the Joint Canvassing Committee, may we open the ballot box containing Surigao del Sur ERs at baka dun na nila ilagay. Yung COCs. Of course, with the permission of our dear colleagues.
On the
If
part
there's
of the
no
House,
objection.
yes, on the part of the House, we concur with our co-chairs' manifestation to open and to authorize, rather, the Secretariat, the ballot boxes containing the ERs of Surigao Sur.
Baka nalito lang. 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 So while they're opening that, we may continue, Your Honor.
Dito na lang. Saan na lang dito? Yes. Aba.
Let's take that up.
Okay, tuloy natin ang
Let's continue. Oh, let's continue. Yes.
The chair directs the Secretary of both houses to open the box, the ballot box of the province of Apayao, and to compare the contents of the manually transmitted COCs with that of which was electronically transmitted to that of the House through the CCS.
Opening now the ballot box from the province of Apayao, which contains inside one envelope sealed with paper seal number 4037276, and it is duly signed.
The CUCs for presidents and vice presidents have no irregularities and no discrepancies. All COCs are authenticated.
Thank you, our dear colleague. If there are no other observations, manifestations, or objections, the chair directs that the certificate of canvass for the province of Apayao be included in the canvass and ask the secretary to read the results of the elections.
Hindi ko na alam. Dami na siguro.
Certificate of canvass for the province of Apayao. For President, Abelia.
With the permission of the body, they had for the record, my co-chair and my dear colleagues, they had located the COCs for the province of Surigao del Sur. It is in the Provincial Election Supervisor's office. They have found it, so it is not missing. It is in the Provincial Election Supervisor's office. They have found it, so it is not missing. And under our rules, if personal appearance is not practicable, the PBOC or the CBOC concerned may be required to appear through any form of means or communication deemed safe and reliable by the joint committee. Therefore, we may ask her to appear now on Zoom, take her oath by our Secretary General, the Secretariat, and attest to the reason why hindi na isama sa ballot box, that it was not contained in the ballot box, hindi na isama sa ballot box, that it was not contained in the ballot box, hindi na isama sa ballot box, that it was not contained in the ballot box, and of course, the authenticity of the document together with the, of course, her mentioning that it is exactly the same as our electronically transmitted. If she can certify that this is exactly the same in numbers of the result, the electronically transmitted.
A few moments later.
Let me see. Wala rin COC. Wala rin COC. Wala rin COC.
Pero senator siya ba?
Where else can we find it? Yeah. Can you,
The CUCs of Pampanga for President, Vice President is missing. The CUCs of Pampanga for President, Vice President is missing. The CUCs of Pampanga for President, Vice President is missing. Vice President is missing. Vice President is missing.
May we direct our secretariat to contact the election officer in charge, the provincial election supervisor of Pampanga, so that we can determine the whereabouts and the condition of the COC of Pampanga. Are there any other ballot boxes that might contain ERs?
Yung senator mo, tsaka party list. Dito, naipin na namin. Wala. Senators and ano. Wala na ibang box dyan. Check doon. Walang ibang box.
Where is it though? Kayong dalawa? Ano ba kayong dalawa?
Laki pa naman ng vote niya.
With the indulgence of both panels of the Senate and the House, we shall defer the consideration and the canvass of the province of Pampanga, and instead, and until we have contact with the provincial election supervisor or the respective election officer, we shall continue with the canvass, and we shall now direct the SecGen to open the ballot box from Batangas and to set aside the ballot box of Pampanga and defer the same. So, again, we shall now ask the SecGen to defer the canvass of Pampanga until we determine the whereabouts of the COC. And now we direct the SecGen of both houses to open the ballot box of Batangas so that we can compare the contents therein, the manually
Please like and subscribe.